Again, this is day 2 of the removal of the decals off my fifth wheel. As you can see, I moved the 3 stripes and the stripe up at the top above the awning off the door, which is fiberglass, and all the way to the rear. Done the other side the same, but I'm just going to talk about this side for right now. I'm into the phase right now where I'm going to try to get the glue off. As you can kind of see, that is the glue, the adhesive from the decals. That you can kind of see I do have a mess here on the front of my yard and in the ditch or in the drainage area. So now I'm on the phase of removing the adhesive from the side of my RV. Now the materials I went to Lowe's today to get to help remove the adhesive from the decals, I have this stuff called the odorless mineral spirits. I looked on YouTube and they say you can use that. A lot of the stuff I've seen on YouTube where the people are using WD-40. And then I saw this other product right there that says a low adhesive remover. I'm going to see what it's going to do. So along with those 3 different products right there, I'm going to test each one, show you how well it works. And also too, I got my trusty American razor blade scraper and a putty knife. So I'm going to go to the phase now and show you how each product works and which one works the best. So whichever one works the best, you'll see the results, and that's the one I'm going to stick with. I'm going to start first with the WD-40. Since it's so quick to use, I'm going to go ahead and try this first. I'm going to spray a good liberal amount on here. Let it sit for a little bit. Then I have my razor blade. Not my razor blade, but my putty knife. To kind of see how it'll do. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. I'm not getting nothing at all so far. It's scraping up a little bit of residue stuff, but it's not really taking anything off. And if I work it like that, I can kind of see it's coming off a little bit here. But I'm really not impressed with the WD-40, not yet. Still gonna let it sit up a little bit. Let me go get my razor blade. Let's see how this does with the razor blade. The razor blade is getting some of the glue, but I think we have to work on there a little longer, and you have to work it. So I gave a little bit rep to the WD-40. Seems like it's doing pretty good with the razor blade. Seen on YouTube where someone said use a credit card, but I don't think a credit card would do anything with this heavy-duty glue. All right, so now we're going to see that you can use WD-40 and a razor blade, but a putty knife is not going to do any good. So I'm going to switch over and try to use the mineral spirits and see how that works. The next product I'm going to try is the mineral spirits. Did try a little bit just to kind of get ahead of the ball game on it, but I'm going to try it on this spot here. You can kind of see that it is dry, haven't pre-treated anything, can't get nothing off it. Alright, and that's with the razor blade. Razor blade back in my pocket for safety. I'm going to saturate the rag a little bit. Probably could, if this works pretty good, I'll use a container and a paintbrush. Alright, but I've got some on the rag. saturate a little bit. Just want to make sure that I do have it on there pretty good. Take my razor blade out, and almost instantaneously the glue is coming off. So I think this one I might stick with and use the mineral spirits. All right, let's try another spot just to make sure that this is working like I want it to do. If I take a brush and saturate a good amount with a brush, I think I might could keep going because the rag is soaking up so much back into the rag as I rub it. But this is almost like instantaneously with mineral spirits. Look at that. Alright, so there you see it for yourself, that the mineral spirits is the one to go with. And this mineral spirits I'm using, again, is Jasco odorless mineral spirits. Okay, the next product that I want to show you which one works better is the Chrisstrip low VOC adhesive remover. I did do a little bit just to do a test, just to kind of make sure that it would work right without any harsh reactions to it. All right. Again, I don't have a container. I'm just going to pour a little bit on the brush. I'm going to dab it here. It has a tendency, it wants to run. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let that sit for a second. You can kind of see it wants to try to run off a little bit. So enough time for me to put this the top back on. Put my brush down. Usually have a rag. I guess 20 to 30 seconds has lapsed past. Alright. Now what I've had before when I did that, it did an instant reaction. So the longer I think you let it sit, the better it'll do. So here you go. Look at that. That's better than the mineral spirit. There's no drag to it. It's just like dissolves it, comes right off. So now we have gone from the WD-40 to the mineral spirits and to the adhesive remover. My opinion, this is some heavy-duty glue. When Holiday Rambler use that, I don't know what they use, but that is some good quality glue, and believe me, and it sticks. And when it's not behind the vinyl graphics, it's there to stay. So to help combat that adhesive remover is going to be my choice to use from now on to get the rest of this glue off. So again, here's another picture of it. It must be the citrus in it that's making it a good adhesive remover. And I don't smell no odor or nothing of it because I'm out here in open anyway. But you can kind of see the results that it did for here. I didn't have to work with it like I did with the mineral spirits. WD-40, it didn't do doodly squat. I think that's made for like stuff you want to take decals off of windshields and windows. But for on paint and RV graphics, vinyl graphics, this is the stuff to use. And I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with that.